Hello, with the spring in my step and happiness in my heart. I'm live one another time on behalf of PSTV. I'm your host, Mohini, for the evening today, and I welcome each one of you to another episode filled with excitement, filled with fun, and definitely a lot of learning. So, like the norm goes, how do we start the episode, guys? Come on. Today, I'm not going to be telling you this. You're going to be telling me this. How do we dive in? How do we start with the episode for today? Come on. All right. So there's a quick check-in. Yes, a quick check-in with all my marvelous, splendid audience here. Come on, all my young viewers. I need to hear from you. How have you guys been? I really need to know. I need to know how have each one of you been. Come on, tell me quickly in the chat box right here. All right. So I'm getting a lot of thumbs up. I'm getting great, wonderful, fantastic, amazing. And it's so great to know that each one of you is doing well and is doing great. Thank you for the response, guys. And just keep this energy started and this energy going. I need this. I need you to be energetic and I need you to respond well to everything that I say. Let's make this session a power packed session, guys. All right. And can I hear it for this session of podcasting? Come on, before we start and move ahead into the session. Come on, guys. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. All right. So let's get started. So, this, you know, that you and I, both of us, are definitely on this journey. It's called Understanding the Art of Podcasting, where we are discussing every week a lot about podcasting. We get some amazing insights, amazing details, new thoughts, new perspectives about podcasting, guys. Yes, yes, definitely. And every theme we come up, every week we come up with a new theme of podcasting. It was climate change when we started off on PSTV, and then we moved ahead to the sports theme. And this week, what is the theme? Come on, any guesses? You have attended yesterday's session. So, what has the theme been? Come on, guys, tell me. Yes, movie reviews. Yes, movie reviews. Definitely, guys, it has been movie reviews. And before I move ahead and tell you what are we going to do today, what's happening, I have a stunning little quote for all my children here. Okay, and I've got this on a piece of paper as usual. Okay, because I can't bank on my memory for quotes, definitely. So I'm going to share it out and I'm going to read it out from this piece of paper. You have to tell me from where have I picked up this quote. Okay? All right. Are you guys ready? Come on. Come on. Yes. Okay. So the quote goes, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times when only one remembers to turn on the light. Yeah? I'm going to read it one more time. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times when only one remembers is to turn on the light. So come on, guys. Where have I picked up this quote from? And yes, it is your favorite movie, Harry Potter. It is a quote by Dumbledore. And isn't it a stunning quote? Isn't it a beautiful quote? Yes. And I'm getting Harry Potter as usual again in my inbox. Amazing, guys. This is a beautiful quote, and I picked up this quote because, movies are something which are so much related to our happiness. Whenever we are in a gloomy mood, whenever we don't feel good, the best resort is just take some time off, watch a great movie, and you're back on track. Yes, and that's the reason I kind of shared this quote with all of you, and I hope you liked it. Did you like it, guys? Come on in the chat box right away. Thumbs up. Come on. Yes. Thumbs up. Say yes. Lovely. Thank you, guys. And let's just keep this coming. Okay. So, moving ahead, this is about what's happening. Okay. So, what is happening? What are we going to discuss today? Definitely break the ice. Then again, moving on to today's agenda. What do we have in store today? What is that I've planned for all of you the discussion about? Then again, writing a movie review, okay, because that's what we discussed, writing a movie review in the sense that I will give you a movie review, and it's about, how do you go ahead by writing a proper movie review so that you can put it forward in your podcast too, okay? So I'm going to give you tips on how you go ahead and work on a movie review, and later on maybe you can go ahead and record it. All right. Again, there'll be a fun activity, definitely. Then again, what's next? Types of movie reviews, recap of the learnings, and fun things for homework. Definitely. That is always there. And I'm so sorry, guys. The cough still does not leave me, but I'm here and I'm definitely going to be here. I wouldn't miss this session for anything, okay? Because you guys are such an incredible audience and I enjoy my time. I love my time interacting with each one of you. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for all that motivation. Thank you. Okay. So, stepping in, break the ice. The first question: would you rather have a short term memory or a long term memory? So, come on, tell me. Do you want like a short term memory or a long term memory? Any thoughts? I know everybody's thinking. So, any thoughts on this? Because for me, I'd say for people like me who are overthinkers, I would love to have a short term memory wherein I forget most of the things so that I don't really have to overthink on them, right? Yeah. And again, at one point of time, I feel that, I also like to enjoy the little things and, memorize and, sort of think of all the beautiful moments that have happened, that have passed. So maybe I would also like to have a long term memory. So I'm in a fix, I'm like a 50-50 on this. I don't know whether I should have a short term memory or a long term memory. So maybe you guys can throw some insights and tell me what would you have? Come on. All right, so I get short term, long term. All right, and Justin says long term, so that I can remember all my formulas in mathematics. I can so relate to that, Justin. I really, really, and as students, I think all of us wish that we have a long term memory, so that all this is retained. Yeah, we don't have to put too much pressure. And the history dates, yes, okay. Leo says the history dates definitely. These are some things. If you have a long term memory, it's going to definitely help you. All right. So, I think 90% of you present here have given me a long term memory as your answer. And I think as students, I really relate to that. I'll understand that. So, definitely good, good thoughts. All right. So, moving ahead to the next question: which season do you like more? Summer or winter? See, this is an easy one. You don't have to think too much. And for me, it's always been the summer, summer, summer. Yes, I love the summer. Okay. So, all right, winter, the some who say the snow. Yes, the snow, definitely. Okay, the summer for ice creams. Yes, summer for ice creams, and that's my favorite too. Summer for the coolers, the cool drinks, okay. All right, winter for the warm, snuggy sweaters. Yes, definitely. The warm jackets, the quilts, the cozy bed. I'm getting more of winters. I think you're the kids on the block here like winters more, is it? Yeah? Yes, yes. I can see that in the chat box because I'm getting winter, 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 and then I'm getting like summer. Then again, winter, winter, winter. Right. All right. Lovely. Okay. So most of my children here like winter. Great. Moving ahead. Would you rather go on a hike or watch movies? Come on, tell me. Would you rather go on a hike or watch movies? Well, for me, again, today's icebreakers, I was thinking about it and I couldn't answer because I was so fixed. I didn't know what to answer. Yeah. I mean, rather go on a hike or watch movies. There are some days that I have that adrenaline rush, and I'm adventurous in those days and I want to go ahead and, go for a hike. But then again, there are some days that I just want to relax, in bed and just take a time off and just take a day off and just maybe watch a movie. So again, I'm in a fix. I'm on a 50-50. So it depends on my mood basically, whether I want to go for a hike or watch movies. Okay, whether I want to spend some time in nature, go on a hike, do something adventurous, or just maybe relax at home and watch a movie. Unfortunately, we can't go to movie halls. So I think at home watching movies is the best option right now for a lot of us, definitely. Okay, so I'm getting hike, movies, 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 movies. Yes, and I've got a lot of movies, okay, and a few hikes. And there is a confused emoji. So some of you also saying that even you can't decide which of the two. I understand that because I'm in the same situation at the moment. We're sailing in the same boat, Sahil. Okay, all right. So, okay, lovely. All right. So I'm getting a mixed response, but I would say the movie buffs are a little more here because definitely it's a, a movie review episode here at Planet Spark today. So definitely there are a lot of movie buffs here who prefer the movies, and there are some who like to go on a hike too. Lovely, guys. All right. So moving ahead, what would you prefer? A horror movie or detective movies? Come on, because it's the movie theme, we had to have this, right? So come on, tell me the horror movies or the detective movie, guys. What would you prefer? I, for instance, I'm a big Sherlock Holmes fan, so I don't think I don't like the horror genre too much. I'm not too fond of the horror genre of movies, so I definitely go with detective movies. So tell me your responses. I'm getting horror. My God, a lot of you like horror. Yeah, good. You guys are not scared, huh? Like watching horror movies. All right, then there's detective, there's horror. Okay, so now just for the fun of it, let's do something else with this icebreaker also. I've just got this idea. Okay, why not just type in your favorite horror movies? Which are the horror movies that you enjoyed of late, or otherwise also that you like, the horror movies that you enjoy? Come on, quickly in the chat box. Okay, so I see Monsters is the first one. Hocus Pocus, okay. The Adams Family, oh yes. Casper. I see Goosebumps. I see The Haunted Mansion. I see King Kong, oh my god. I see Monster House, Monsters. There's Hocus Pocus again. There's King Kong, okay. So all these, there's Paranorman, okay. So a lot of all these horror movies, and wow, you guys really watch horror movies. I can never get myself to watching horror movies somehow. Okay, and after the horror movies, thank you for your responses. Now let's go ahead with and tell me what are the detective movies that you've seen or you've really enjoyed of late. So come on, tell me. All right, so I think everybody's typing. Everybody's typing. Okay, so I received Noah saying Scoob. Okay, then there is Detective Pikachu. Okay, then there's Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase. Yeah, that is a good detective movie. Ria. Yes, okay. Then there's Spies in Disguise. There's Inspector Gadget. Okay. There's Spy Kids. Yes, Eva. I've seen that. That's a good detective movie again. Then there's Spy School. All right. There's Scoob again coming up. There's Nancy Drew. All right. Nancy Drew otherwise also. Okay. Then there's Harriet the Spy. Harriet the Spy. This is another movie. I've not gotten to see all these movies, but I've definitely heard about all these. So great, yeah. You guys are really updated on the movies front, huh? All of you. And I'm so glad that you're in the right session today because we are going to be talking movies, yeah? We are going to be discussing movies this week. Okay, guys. Thank you for all those great, wonderful responses. Moving ahead. If you were given a chance to be a superhero for a day, which superhero would it be and why, basically? So if you could just tell me quickly in the chat box, which superhero would it be? All right, so I'm getting okay, Superman. All right, Batman. A lot of you are fans of the Dark Knight, is it? There are a lot of Batmans that I can see initially. Okay, then there's Spider Man. All right, then there's the Avatar. Okay, all right. And wow, Rio, I like that answer. He says my dad. Wow, because he means the world to me and he is my superhero. That's such a lovely and beautiful thought, Rio. Thank you for sharing that with us. And that just reminds me that if I had to answer this question, I would definitely say my superhero would be my mom. I think she's one of the most strongest people that I've come across, and she's taken up all challenges in life heads on. So definitely, my superhero would definitely be my mom. All right, and thank you for sharing that beautiful, beautiful thought, Rio. All right, so I'm getting Captain Marvel. I'm getting Grandpa. That's so sweet. That's so sweet, Eva. That's such a wonderful thought again. Kudos to you guys. All right, so there's Captain America, there's Thor, there's Hulk. All the superheroes are popping up on my screen. My God. All right, the Iron Man. My screen looks all power packed and powerful at the moment. Or let's say there's Iron Man, there's Powerpuff Girls, yes, definitely. Wonder Woman, there's again Iron Man, there's again Thor there. There's Superwoman, there's Superman. Again, Batman comes in. Wow, lovely guys. All of you are really updated on the superhero front. Huh? All right. And we all wish that we had all the powers of the superhero. But you know what, guys? Let me tell all of you a secret. We all have a superhero hidden amongst us. Okay, hidden right inside of us. You just need to search a little harder. Yeah. All right. And can I hear it for that thought? Come on, all my superheroes here, sitting right here, attending this session with me. Can I hear it in the chat box? Come on. Yes, yes. And I get all the claps. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So that is break the ice for today. And again, moving on to today's agenda is about writing a movie review where we'll be discussing. I mentioned this earlier that I will be discussing my thoughts of how to go ahead with writing a movie review. And you can write your movie review in that manner, in that fashion. You can use those tips that I offer, and you can use all that we discuss in this episode today, and then go ahead and record a podcast on the same lines. All right. Okay. So, how to write a movie review. Okay. S- All right. So, basically, guys, for writing a great movie review, all right, the easiest and the simplest way is to just break the process down into a few stages. All right. Now, a movie review basically, what happens is that movies can be overwhelming. There's a lot in a movie, and when you get down to actually talking about your movie, when you actually think that, okay, I want to talk about a movie, and I want to discuss, I want to write about this movie, it can get a little overwhelming at times, right? It does. Okay, so the easiest way out for all of you as starters and for people who are writing movie reviews, and trust me, the biggest of writers actually do this, break the process down into just few stages. Okay, the few easy steps, break the entire process down. Okay, what happens is that it'll help you manage your time more accurately. Okay, because we get a little stuck, we get a little carried away while writing a movie review. A movie has so many fantastic elements, so many amazing things, and so many things that we don't really relate to. All right, and when you actually sit down to get all that together, how do you start? Okay, it can get overwhelming, like I mentioned. So definitely a pro tip would be, please start with breaking down the process into just small steps, all right? Small stages, and it'll get much easier for each one of you. Okay? Moving ahead, the points for writing a great movie review. All right, there's some points, and also I will be taking forward a movie review, a professional movie review, which we will be discussing. I will be reading out the movie review for ease of understanding. All right, okay. So again, let me start with the point. The first point. The first point, as usual, is always a catchy introduction, guys. Whenever you are doing a movie review, a great movie review has to have a catchy introduction. All right, your introductory paragraph should include essential information about the movie, the basic information about a movie, like the title of the movie, the genre name, the director's name, the release date. All this is important. Okay, all this is important, and it has to be a part of your movie review. Is that clear, guys? I need to know from you in the chat box. Quickly tell me. Type in a yes, yes, yes. Type in anything like a yes, yes, yes. All right, and I see a few comments here. Okay, all right. And somebody says, wow, thank you so much for that lovely comment. Okay. And I'm glad that you guys are really enjoying and getting a lot of more comments here. And I wish I could share each one of you, but I will try and keep sharing them every now and then. Okay, so now again, like I say, let's start writing with a catchy introduction. Please have a catchy introduction, guys. It's very essential, because if your introduction is not catchy, I'm sorry, nobody will go ahead and read that review. Okay. So, again, moving ahead. Now, the movie review example that we're going to be talking about is about Into the Wild by Sean Penn. Okay, have you heard of this movie, guys? Come on, tell me in the chat box quickly. Quickly, quickly. Okay, all right. So all of you have heard, and tell me, what are your thoughts on this movie? Any thoughts about this movie? Come on, what are your thoughts? Okay, so there's somebody who says it's a classic. It's definitely a classic. It's deep, it's adventurous, definitely. It's beautiful. And it is based on a real life novel. Yes, you're right, Rohan, definitely. Okay, and it is the biography of a real boy. Okay, it's basically about a real biography of a real boy who's taking on his own sense of the world. So it's a beautiful, beautiful movie, and we're going to be doing the movie review example in context of this movie, guys. Okay, so it is Into the Wild by Sean Penn, In Search of the Self. Okay, so now I'll just read this out. It's an example of the introduction that we just spoke about. Into the Wild is an adaptation film of a non fiction book written by John Craker in 1996, guys. Okay. The movie is an American biographical drama film which was produced and directed by Sean Penn in 2007. You're mentioning the director here, you're mentioning the movie here, you're mentioning the year here. Okay. All right. It is based on the sorrowful life faced by Christopher McCandless as he travels across North America and how he spent his time in the Alaskan wilderness in the early years of the 1990s. Okay, so this is like a very, very good, a professional example of a movie review, the introduction. I hope, is that clear, guys? Can I get a thumbs up? Come on. All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, so moving ahead. Compose a brief summary, guys. Describe four or five major events, but do not reveal the ending. Don't ever do this. This is like the biggest mistake. Okay, please avoid writing spoilers. These are called as spoilers. Okay, your readers will not like you destroying the suspense. There's a suspense, there's an end that every movie has. Okay, please don't go ahead and mention that and describe it. Don't include such spoilers in your movie review. Okay, don't ever do that. All right, so let's see this example here. The movie sets off with the background of a dysfunctional family, then proceeds through a sequence of encounters with the lonely and lost, before ending in a premature and a seemingly senseless death. According to Penn, Christopher McCandless was once a troubled and impulsive boy before growing to become a brave and dedicated young man with a spiritual pilgrimage. All right, did you like that review? Okay, lovely, lovely, guys. Thank you. All right. Again, the next point is that you describe an overall impression, guys. The main purpose of the plot summary is to tell what the film is all about. Okay, so the main purpose of your plot summary is basically telling what the film is all about. The description that you write in your movie review has to inform the reader about what you felt, okay, and not what you've seen. Okay, so you have to tell them everybody is watching a movie. Okay, everybody's watching a movie, but that doesn't mean that everybody is actually reviewing it. When you review a movie, you have to tell them of what you felt during the process. Okay, what you felt during the movie process, not just what you've seen. Okay, all right, so that is something that will appeal to your listeners, that will appeal to your audiences. So let us see an example here. The character of Christopher in this review is portrayed as one that does not run away from any danger, but instead stumbles it into a thrilling way and then a fatal way to accomplish his joy before realizing the importance of forgiveness and family. Have you seen the character description, guys? Isn't it really apt, and isn't it something that just appeals to all of us? Yeah? Yes, yes, yes. All right, lovely. Christopher was raised in a well to do family, growing up with his sister by his side. Together in his childhood, they experienced many fights between their ambitious mother and their domineering father. Both parents had a vision of letting their children benefit from their wealth, but a family secret ruined any hopes of Chris having wealth. See the last sentence, guys. I'm not giving out the suspense. I'm not giving out the family secret yet. I'm just mentioning that there was a family secret. So it'll make you think, what was it about? You want to go ahead and watch the movie, right? Yes, yes, yes. Come on, quickly in the chat box. All right, lovely. Okay. When he graduates in 1990 from Emory University, he rejects his gift of a car, burns his social security card. He donates $24,000 as charity to Harvard School of Law and cuts into pieces all his credit cards. Okay. He then embarks on a journey that will take him as far as possible from the reach of his parents. Yeah. So isn't this about, you know, just creating the suspense and not giving it out? Yeah, guys? Okay. All right. So I think, have you got the point, guys? Yeah. Quickly in the chat box, just let me know. All right, all right. So everybody's getting the point. Later on, he abandons his car along the Arizona deserts and burns all his money, deciding to hitchhike. It is then that he decided to change his name to Alexandra Supertramp as a way of making a clean break from his past. So I also give out the fact that, he tries to, he decides to change his name. Along the way, he meets a number of people with different perceptions of life, one being Ron, who urges him to consider forgiveness and seek happiness. You have to give out some information, okay? It can't be a point blank movie review where you're not even giving out information. Otherwise, why would anybody read it, okay, if they're not getting anything out? But again, in a subtle way, in a way that just gives out some information and not the suspense about the movie, guys. Okay. Did you like the example? Come on, quickly. All right, lovely. So the points for writing again now, don't put the next point is that don't put your evaluation into cold storage. Okay, don't put into cold storage. Don't think that, what will my opinion say. I'm sorry, guys, this is a movie review. You are supposed to be having an opinion and you're supposed to be putting that opinion forward. Okay, you cannot do a movie review without having an opinion. Okay, so please don't put your evaluation into cold storage. Don't reserve your opinion just for the concluding paragraph. Then I'm not going to give in my opinion in the first few. Please try and first few moments in the movie review that you're writing in the first few paragraphs. Please at least try and put that during the beginning of the text, okay? Because, like I said, I've been stressing this again and again during my creative writing classes. This is something that everybody who's attended my creative writing classes will know about the emotional hooks, that how do you actually start, okay? The start has to be a bang on start, guys, okay? So please, if you have a personal opinion, if you have any evaluation, please put it right there at the start of your movie review. Don't keep it reserved towards the end, because frankly, nobody is going to come ahead and actually go ahead and actually sort of read the entire review. Okay, so please try and do this, and it's a request that please keep your starts a bang on start. Keep your hooks in place at the start. All right, moving ahead. Write a strong conclusion. As much as I keep stressing on the starts, it is also about a strong conclusion. The end also has to be a strong one. Okay, remind your readers about the film elements that impressed you. Tell your listeners, okay, these are the elements, one, two, three, four. These are the elements that were highlighted. These were the highlight of the movie, basically. Okay, these were the elements that have impressed me a lot. Okay, remember, your conclusion is the last to convince your readers, guys. It's your last to convince your audiences, and do your best about it. Okay, it's your last trial. It's your last attempt to convince these guys that you have to go ahead and watch this movie. Okay, give it your best shot on the conclusion as well. So a bang on start and a bang on end, guys. That's what we need. Okay, is that clear, guys? And can I hear it in the chat box from all of you right here? Lovely. All right. Okay. So I'll just do this example one more time. The purpose of this movie is to portray the message of forgiveness and the importance of sharing. One of the messages clearly shown in the movie is that if one forgives, one is shown love and divine light shines upon their life. We can say that the purpose was fulfilled looking at the many lessons that Chris, now Alex, undergoes both on his physical and spiritual journey, looking for solitude and companionship. How many of you liked this conclusion? Come on, tell me, guys, in the chat box quickly. Just a yes for the conclusion. This was a perfect conclusion, guys. The way that this conclusion has been framed is just amazing. It's a beautiful way of putting forward your conclusion, and you can definitely take a screenshot of all these little reviews. These are professional movie reviews that I'm sharing with you. It's a professional movie review example, and this is how a movie review is actually written. It's supposed to be written in a certain manner with a lot of impact, and then again, of course, this is how it is supposed to be recorded, and this is how you're supposed to be putting it forward in your podcast, guys. All right. So the movie Into the Wild by Sean Penn, and there's a very beautiful quote: "The core of man's spirit comes from new experiences." And it says into the wild. That can also be something that you can end your movie review with. Yeah? All right? The core of man's spirit comes from new experiences. Yeah? All right, guys. So that was about the movie review. That how do you go ahead and just about review a movie, basically, and what other elements. I'll just do a quick run through this, okay, so that I hope that nobody's really missed out on anything, and what are the basic pointers. Okay. So basically, you have to start with a catchy introduction. Please ensure that your introduction is catchy, guys. Very important. Your introduction is the reason why people will start reading that review. Okay. Compose a brief summary, have like four or five elements, but again, don't reveal the ending. Don't give out the spoilers. Don't reveal the suspense to your audience. Don't ever do that. Okay. That just takes away a lot from your movie reviews, guys. So don't ever do that. All right. Okay. Then again, describe an overall impression. Very important. The main purpose of the plot summary is to tell what the film has been all about. So description has to be basically that you inform the readers not just about what you've seen in the movie, because that is something that they will definitely see later, but again of how it made you feel, what you felt while you were watching the movie. All right. So all your thoughts, all your emotions has to flow into that review. Yeah. Okay. Don't put your evaluation into the cold storage. I mentioned that don't keep this reserved for the end, that no, I'm going to put my personal opinion right in the end. Please go ahead and put your personal opinion, your evaluation in the first uh, paragraph, at the beginning of the text. All right. And again, write a strong conclusion. As much as the start is important, and so is the conclusion is equally important. You have to have a conclusion, a bang on conclusion. And because this is your last attempt in trying to convince your readers that they have to go and watch the movie, you're trying to convince your audiences that this is the reason, and please go ahead and watch this movie. All right. So these are the points. Is it clear, guys? I want to hear from each one of you. This is very important because we will be writing movie reviews, we will be recording movie reviews. I need you to get these basics correct, the basics straight. Come on. Okay, so thumbs up, high fives. All right, all right. Great. Lovely, guys. Okay, and it's time for fun activity. So I think we've done a bit of the informational bit now. So let's move ahead to the fun activity. And today, let me see. I have the riddles. The riddles are back, guys. Okay, so brace yourselves for the riddles. All right. So the first riddle is, what has to be broken before you can use it? Okay, I'll go one more time. What has to be broken before you can use it? Come on, tell me. So there are no answers that have popped up as of now. I'm thinking everybody's wondering and thinking, okay, all right. I'm getting nuts there. I'm getting question marks there in my chat box. Wow. All right. So everybody's thinking, huh? Come on. What has to be broken before you can actually use it? Yes, and I get three of the right answers. I'm not giving it right away because the others are thinking. So come on. Come on, I'm getting one more there. All right, all right, all right. And now everybody's, I think, thinking, and everybody's got this correct. So the answer is egg, guys. Yes, that is the answer. Well done, everybody. Good thinking, huh? You guys are getting better with the riddles every day. Yeah? Yes. Okay. All right. The next one. What goes up but never comes down? Yeah. What goes up but never comes down? Is there something that actually goes up and never comes down? So come on, guys. Think of this. Tell me. Balloons. No, I don't think balloons is the right answer. Joe, think of it. Balloons do come down. Helium balloons, no, even they come down. All right, okay. Then there's air balloons. No, I think air balloons obviously land. Okay, all right. Kites, yes, kites go up, but they definitely do come down. You guys have not got this riddle correct. I think what goes up but never comes down. So I need an answer which says that it goes up but never comes down. Okay, so now suddenly the answers have stopped. Earlier I was getting kites, I was getting balloons, I was getting air balloons. Okay. And Jacob, wow, Jacob is saying ascending order. Ascending order is. Have you had a maths class in the morning today, Jacob? Okay, so he's saying ascending order. Well, that's a good thought, Jacob. And I'll give you a hint related to that since nobody's got the right answer as of now. The hint is that the answer is also something to do with an ascending order. The answer is also something which has to do with an ascending order. Maybe it is related to an ascending order. So I've given that out. Okay, and I get the first answer that, and congratulations to you, Leo. You've got this correct. It is age. Your age. Yes, guys. Let me go back to the riddle. Goes up, never comes down. So it is the age. Yes, definitely. All right. Now, what can't talk but will reply if spoken to? So tell me, what can't talk but it's going to reply if it's spoken to? What is it? Come on, guys. Any responses on this? Okay, all right. So I'm getting ghosts there. I'm getting monsters there. Okay. All right, okay. So this one was for the last one. I missed showing this out. Okay, so there's age. Somebody Uma's also got this correct. Good one, Uma. All right. So now this one. Now please think on this one, huh? This riddle. Come on, quickly, quickly. Okay. So what can't talk but will reply if spoken to? So come on, tell me. Okay, and there are ghosts, there are monsters coming up. Robots, no. Okay, then there's radios. Really? Are you guys guessing this? Come on, think harder. Come on. I think you're getting closer. Maybe a little more thought. Come on. What can't talk but will reply if spoken to? Tell me. It's an echo, guys. Yes, it's an echo. It's an echo. It's an echo. All right. Uma is saying parrot. No, unfortunately, Uma, it's not a parrot. It is an echo. And the others are saying that the ghosts here, there's monsters here. Oh my God. But it is an echo. Yeah. All right. So that is the right answer. Thank you for responding and thank you for participating, all of you. Okay. So now, what has many keys but can't open a single lock? Come on, tell me. What has like a lot of keys but can't open a single lock? So the think emoji is back on my screen. All right. And is everybody thinking, guys? I need you to think on these riddles. Come on. What has many keys but can't open a single lock? All right. So I'm getting monkey there. I'm getting okay. I'm getting yes, and the right answer is piano. Congratulations, congratulations. It is piano. A lot of you have got this correct. I'm so glad a lot of you have got this correct. But there's some monkey donkeys also there. But the piano is the right answer. Yes, I'll just show it to all of you. It is piano. Yes, guys. Thank you. Thank you for responding. I love your answers and please keep them coming. And did you enjoy the riddles? Did it make you think? Did you have fun with the fun activity? Come on, tell me. Oh, there's one more. I'm so sorry. There's one more to go. One more. All right. So, where does today come before yesterday? Where does today come before yesterday? There's one place that's a hint where it comes before yesterday. Come on, tell me, guys, quickly. Think. Everybody's thinking. The thinking caps are on. Let's see. And yes, I'm getting responses, and the correct response is dictionary, guys. Congratulations. Most of you got this correct. I'm glad. All right. And I've had a blast having this riddle with you, and I'll make sure that we do more riddles. All right. Okay. Thank you for this great responses. Thank you for being such an active audience, everybody. I'm having a blast, holding this session for all of you. Okay, so moving ahead, types of movie reviews. Now we're going to just briefly delve into the types of movie reviews. Okay, and there are a lot of types of movie reviews, but here, just for the sake of understanding, we've kept it to three. All right. So the first is basically formalism. Okay, what is this movie review all about? This basically looks specifically at the matter of structure and style in a movie. Okay, and it's often combined with one or more of the other approaches. All right, when you look at a particular scene or a sequence in the movie, the lighting, the sound, the cinematography, all right, the editing, all this basically, how are these little factors, how do they actually contribute to forming an impact or the meaning of the film, all right? So all these factors like the lighting, the sound, the cinematography, the editing, okay, all these are important factors that we take into consideration if you're writing this kind of a movie review, guys, all right? Again, a strict formal analysis that looks at what happens on screen. It ignores all the other outside factors, such as the biography of the directors, the historical context. All this is not taken into place. So that's the reason that this kind of a review is usually also clubbed with other kind of reviews. Okay, moving ahead, the genre. Now, this kind of a review, it looks at the common patterns of form basically and content. All right. So again, forms in the sense the lighting, editing, cinematography, and of course the content, the narrative. All right. And again, keep in mind the film's historical moment also. As because the genre keeps changing over the time. All right. And again, there are some questions that if you're attempting the genre, review, so when did this genre first appear? Does it conform to your, the expectations? So all these are kind of things that you mention, you think about when you're writing the genre review. All right. Moving ahead to the historical review, it is one of the most common modes and it basically investigates the unique historical moment of the film's content and its production or release. Okay, and this review will have questions centered around does knowing the historical background actually help explain the narrative? Will my argument clarify the film's place in history? All right, so all this is going to definitely come in place with the historical review. So I hope that you guys are clear on the three kinds of reviews, guys. The movie reviews, yes, because you will be writing the movie review, so this is going to be very helpful for each one of you. Okay, lovely. All right, guys. I think I've spoken enough, and we've had a great time today doing the movie bit, and we will be doing movies for this week. That is in schedule. So just a quick recap for today. We spoke about writing movie reviews and types of movie reviews today. Again, moving ahead, we have a homework for you as usual. So you are going to create a movie review based on the type, genre. Okay, this is your homework. We've discussed the three reviews. So I'm giving you a homework, on especially on genre. Refer to the types, and you can surf through the net. If you get a lot of information in the net, so definitely go ahead and search for it. Write the review and record. Record the same because that is the motto as a podcaster. All right, guys. And before I conclude the session, what's next? Definitely, we are going to be doing a little more and delve a little more deeper into the movie review. So, we will do a quick breakdown of a movie review in the next session. Okay. I'm excited to be holding all these fantastic sessions for each one of you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for just coming up here and being such an active audience, guys. I mean, words are not enough, and I'm really grateful. I'll see you in the next session. Till then, take care. Bye bye.